We are in line 12. The wicked plots against the just and gnashes at him with his teeth. The Lord laughs at him, for he sees that his day is coming. The wicked have drawn the sword and have bent their bow to cast down the poor and needy, to slay those who are of upright conduct. Try to say all that fast. 15. Their sword shall enter their own heart, and their bows shall be broken. All right. So now we're in a 4-line stanza. Let's go back up to line 12 and elaborate. The wicked plots against the just and gnashes at him with his teeth. All right. And so now they're telling us that, David is telling us that the wicked, remember we just read in Psalm 36 how they just lay on their bed and devise wickedness. You have people that do that. And so he's saying the wicked plots against the just and gnashes at him with his teeth. And what happened, and while they're doing all of this, guess what the Lord is doing? Look at what they're doing to my people. No, you know what God is doing? He's laughing at them. The Lord laughs at him, for he sees that his day is coming. And so where do we see God laugh before? In Psalm 2. And now Psalm 2 is a royal psalm. And in line 2:4 it says, he who sits in the heavens shall laugh, the Lord shall hold them in derision. All right, so God is not moved by the wicked. He really isn't. He already knows they have an end. Just like that's why he cast Satan down. Now he got one more casting down to do for Satan. All right, so they have an end. And in Satan, what he's trying to do, trying to employ all kind of people to go with him. And then let's look at Psalm 59:8. They give us another reference scripture. 59:8 that says, but you, O Lord, shall laugh at them. You shall have all the nations in derision. All right, so God can do that. Let's look at 13 in Psalm 37. The Lord laughs. I'm sorry. Yeah, I read that. The Lord laughs at him, for he sees that his day is coming. 14. The wicked have drawn the sword and have bent their bow. So they have drawn the sword and they have what? Bent that bow. Like the bow and arrow. All right. They're like this. They're like this. Okay. To cast down the poor and needy, to slay those who are of upright conduct. Their sword shall enter their own heart, and their bows shall be broken. So what happened is that they're doing all this to cast down those who are poor and needy, and to also slay those who are of upright conduct. And he said, what happens? Their sword shall enter their own heart, and their bows shall be broken. And so what happened is, no matter, and you can see that even that's happening today, where people are plotting things and planning bombs and to people, but what end up happening? They end up blowing up themselves, or they shooting all kind of people, and then they turn a gun on themselves and shoot themselves. So they are what? Their sword shall enter their own heart. So whatever that they're trying to shoot somebody's heart out, they're going to end up shooting up what? Their own heart by their own weapons. So that's why we don't have to worry about anything. Let's move into the next stanza, line 16. A little that a righteous man has is better than the riches of many wicked. For the arms of the wicked shall be broken, but the Lord upholds the righteous. All right. So it says a little that a righteous man has is better than the riches of many wicked. And it gives us a reference scripture to Proverbs 15:16. Proverbs 15:16 that says, better is a little with the fear of the Lord than great treasure with trouble. All right, so it's just best to have a little bit. And then also Proverbs 16:8 that says, better is a little with righteousness than vast revenues without justice. So it's not always it's good to have when you're getting by honest means. If you're getting it dishonestly, then all of that is fleeting and it's futile. It's all for naught. All right, so it's best to have a little bit and be right in it than to have a whole lot and be wrong in it. All right, so we're going to stop right there, and I'll see you in the next segment.